Good morning, Mango.
Oh, is it that? Good morning. Big yawn.
Big yawn.
Oh.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Mango. Say hi. Say good morning to all your people. Good morning.
As you can see, this entire video is going to be dedicated to the Mango Man. If you don't know, Mango is our beautiful 2-year-old golden retriever. We're here on the absolutely gorgeous Lake Atitlán. And today we just wanted to take the time to talk about Mango's story, kind of how we got him here to Guatemala, how he's adjusted since being here, and then kind of wrap it up with vet care and just general frequently asked questions that we get from you.
From you. So let's get into it. Let's start, of course, at the very beginning with me wanting a dog. That's where it all started.
2 things.
I made Chris promise me 2 things when we got engaged. I said I want a house at some point and I want a dog. Specifically, I wanted a golden retriever. I've always dreamt of having a golden retriever since I was a very little girl. So we were in Cincinnati in our little apartment downtown, loving our lives, just finished training for a marathon.
Yeah, just finished running the marathon.
Yes, sorry, just finished running and training for a marathon. And we were kind of like not looking for our next adventure, but anticipating the next one. And Mango came into our lives. We found him online from a reputable golden retriever breeder, and we picked him up like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
He was the last one available in his litter.
9 weeks old.
9 weeks old, and I saw his droopy eyes and had to have him. And so we went all the way to Columbus to pick him up, and he was just this sack of fur.
I know.
This potato of golden fur, and he was so cute and so happy to see us. Like, I just cried instantly. I had been dreaming of that moment since I was a little girl. And so,
He was probably the cutest puppy I've ever seen.
But eventually we decided to move abroad, and that's when everything changed.
We are travelers at heart. When we got married, we took a 6-month honeymoon, went to, I think, like 13 countries, looking for, you know, where we wanted to settle down. And then we ended up getting jobs and an apartment in Cincinnati, back home, close to family. And that's when we got Mango.
And everything was just kind of working out.
It was working out. It was feeling good until it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I kind of had not an existential crisis, but I knew that travel and starting this YouTube channel is what I wanted to do, what I thought we could do. And so then we decided after Guatemala, how do we get him here to Guatemala?
Our very large puppy, who was only 10 months old at the time, to Guatemala.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we're gonna head to one of Mango's favorite places, La Playa.
The beach.
And we're gonna take you with us and talk about how we got him here, because it was quite a doozy.
It was a journey.
There's a few curveballs thrown our way.
Lots of them.
Let's change and go.
Let's go.
Vamos.
Vamos.
Question for you. You wanna go to the beach, Mango?
You want to go play?
All right, vamos.
Okay.
All right, we are on the way to the beach, and look at how beautiful this lake is right now. Absolute paradise. But a lot of people assumed that Mango just flew with us here to Guatemala, and we assumed that he was going to do that. But we started planning the trip when he was 7 months old, and by the time we were set to leave, when he was 10 months old, he had completely outgrown the crate that we bought him, and it really put us in a predicament because we could not buy a larger crate to get to Central America. That was the largest crate he could have. And so he outgrew his crate, and you can only buy airline tickets 10 days out from flying with a pet in cargo, because you have to forecast the temperature to make sure that it's not going to be too hot or too cold. So we had a quick freak out, spent about an hour or two getting a good cry on, trying to figure out we're 10 days out from flying and we have no way to get the dog there. So we jumped on the phone, started researching, tried to figure out how we could possibly drive him, other options, and we ended up finding Best Friends Pet Transportation. Matt, who runs it, great guy. He has been driving animals to and from Central and North America for USAID, and I believe immigrants going north, immigrants going south, taking their animals for them. And so we reached out to him on Facebook and found that he was leaving for Central America 2 days or 1 day before we were flying out. So we got in the car, got Mango to Nashville, Tennessee, drove him all the way there from Cincinnati, and met him in a Walmart parking lot at like 8 p.m. dropped Mango off to him, and then the next morning we jumped on our flight and headed to Antigua. We spent 6 days there waiting for Mango, and we had an AirTag on his collar, so we tracked him all the way through Mexico, down into Belize, and finally crossing into Guatemala. And it was really fun seeing him travel through all these different places that we've never been, so it's pretty funny. But we met up with him. He finally got into Antigua around like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we picked up Mango, and it was absolutely amazing to be reunited. The next day, of course, getting him to San Pedro, but that was getting Mango here. We got him before we started, this travel, and we realized after we got him that this was what we wanted to do, and so there's no way we were going to leave him behind. We were taking him with us, and so getting him here was significantly harder than I thought it was going to be, especially when he outgrew his kennel. But we're a few minutes away from the beach. I'm out of breath even though I'm walking downhill. It's because we're so fast, Grace said.
Super fast.
I know. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm coming. Vamos. Okay, Mango, you ready, buddy? You ready to go play? All right, go run. It's been way too long since we've been here playing with him. Oh yeah, he's
so happy.
He's so happy. Can I get set up and go play a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go play.
Let's play.
Okay, ready? Ready? The wind's picking up, but the water's starting to move quite a bit. We got here like 5 minutes ago and the sun is already going behind the clouds. Good boy.
Did he find it?
I think so. You ready? Good boy.
Yay, Mango.
He loves the beach so much. Back in Ohio, we didn't have any large bodies of water, so we didn't know how much of a swimmer he was. But I guess we should have known from the dog park that he was ready to be in water.
Also, he's a retriever.
True.
It's kind of built in.
There was one day he went like so far out.
All the way out.
Almost like, like hundreds of feet. And it scared me so bad. I was like, I had called up Grace. I was like, hey, I can't get Mango to come back home. And
anyway, he's totally fine, obviously.
He's fine.
Today we have 98-degree winds and we're expecting a hurricane later. Stay indoors. For goodness sakes, don't go outside. Don't take unnecessary risks. Is that what it is?
And don't swim in the sea.
Don't swim in the seas.
All right, so bear with us. There is what potentially looks like a storm coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning. So sorry about that, but it's a little windy. But we're going to talk about how Mango's adjusting to Guatemala. There are obviously a few differences between him living in the United States and living in Guatemala. Number one being like the street dogs here, his safety while in Guatemala. Sorry, I'm watching them play right in front of me and it's literally so adorable. We were worried about Mango dealing with some of the street dogs here in Guatemala. We were worried how they would, treat him and how he would react, because he's only ever been around dogs in like dog parks and they've always been really social and welcoming, no problems. And he's a golden retriever, so he doesn't have any problem socializing with anybody. But regardless, it was an adjustment to get him to know that dogs are not always friendly and the streets are not always a safe place. And when you take walks, there is a sense of awareness we have to have when we walk him on the street, just because there are dogs who are very territorial and protective, and they are in pack systems here. So if you offend one of them, you could offend all of them, and that leads for a potentially injury-prone situation for us and for Mango. He has adjusted very well, though. As you can see, it took us quite a long time to get him from on-leash to off-leash here. He was never really an off-leash dog. We lived downtown Cincinnati, and we walked him on-leash everywhere he went because that was the law. So he never really had
Oh my gosh, a huge stick. He never really had any bad experiences off leash. And so it was kind of a trust situation for both of us. His recall wasn't even that good at the time, but we knew this was like a survival skill he needed to have here. It was to be able to be off leash, listen to us, and trust us. That took time. Lots of off-leash training, lots of hiking, lots of playing here on this exact beach, because we used to come here at least like once a week and take him here for practice and fetch and swim time. And he has done so well. I'm honestly so proud of him, because he was a puppy when he came here. He spent more of his life in Guatemala than he has out of it. And so the way he's adjusted, I think it is because he was so young, it's definitely helped. And golden retrievers are super trainable. So he's really done really well. I'm so proud of him. I mean, look at him. Is he cute? So we're gonna spend a little bit more time hopefully here before the storm blows in, or the rain, or whatever it is. Oh no, look, the sun's coming out. It might be a good day after all. So we're gonna do a little bit more playing, and then we'll head back and explain to you guys a little bit more of vet costs and a little bit of that, and some more questions that we get all the time. So see you in a sec. Oh my gosh. Very cautiously. Mango! Hi! What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we swimming? Good boy. Well, he's having fun. It's freezing in here. Good boy. Good boy, Mingo. You're doing such a good job. Yes. Another fun fact is Mingo actually couldn't swim when we first arrived, and he learned on the fly. So actually the only other time I've been in the water with him was to teach him how to swim, and now look at him now! I'm so proud of him!
Ready? Wow. Come on. How gorgeous is that? Can't get over it.
Never will. Mingo, you want an ice cube? Come here.
He loves ice
You
cubes.
want an ice cube? Okay, outside.
All right, perfect. We are back from the beach. We had so much fun with the Mango Man. We're able to get a little swimming in. Thankfully, the rain held off and the sun came out.
Not for long, it's gonna rain any second here.
We are now here in the thunder, but very quickly before the rain does come in, we wanted to talk about Mango's vet care. We get a lot of questions asking, does he have access to a vet? What about medicine or emergencies, that kind of thing. So
We actually had his, what we call his testicle testimony. We got him fixed here in San Pedro, not just on the lake. We got him fixed in San Pedro. There is a franchise all around the lake called Atitlán, and they have, I think, one in Santiago. They have one here in San Pedro,
San Juan,
and
Pana.
Yeah, so they're pretty much lake-wide, and they provide anything from basic to obviously surgery care. So we were able to walk him to the vet, to his appointment, and then a few hours later, they texted us and told us he was ready and awake. And we came and got him, took him home. He was all coned up, had his meds.
Yeah, he was in the back of a tuk-tuk. The first time we got Mango in a tuk-tuk was when we brought him back from surgery.
He's like this in his cone.
It was a little spacey, but thankfully we haven't had any other vet needs besides we get his flea and tick from the vet. So like she said, we were able to just text them and they let us know when it's in. We can pay by card. Super easy.
Yeah.
I think for the most part,
it is every day.
Access to emergency care. And I know they also come to your house if need be.
They make house calls.
They make house calls.
And there's tons of dog stores, or pet stores rather, all over San Pedro. So I know that there's got to be some all around the lake. We're able to get his dog food delivered here. Anything Mango needs, we can get here just on a walk. It is so accessible.
It's crazy.
Pet care here is accessible.
And we did choose to have him get fixed here because of the amount of street dogs, and we didn't think it would be wise or ethical for a lot of little baby mangoes, manguitos to be running around. So
yeah, as much as I would love to see what Mango's offspring would look like, I don't think we need more of them. So he's good and much happier now. And we're happier as well because we can trust him a little bit more with recall and stuff. So it's a win-win.
Speaking about trust though, we get asked a lot of questions why we don't bring Mango with us
on our travels.
And because we don't trust him. We're not going to be able to bring him everywhere we go. And he unfortunately has proven, not super recently, he's getting significantly better.
So much better.
But he has a track record of tearing up some couches, some pillows.
Also, just his recall hasn't been like sensational up until like recently. And so trusting him to just like do whatever he wants of his free will is not in our benefit.
And a lot of it is we're trying to make, you were trying to make watchable, good YouTube videos for you. And we're not professionals, and wrangling a dog, a 2-year-old, very energetic golden retriever out and about while we're trying to like be respectful of like the public, and like this is definitely not a dog culture. They have purposes here. And for us, his purpose is being a family member.
Exactly.
Being our son. So
his rent is to give us love. That's how he pays rent.
We'd love to bring him with us on more adventures, but we hope so in the next couple years. Like definitely bringing him, fill up his little pet passport, as you will.
Definitely. I would love to travel more with Mango, but his size is also something that we have to consider. He is not a pocket-sized or purse dog. He takes up quite a bit of room. He's 75 pounds. And so that is also something that's really difficult. Like transportation changes for us, where we stay changes when we travel with Mango.
And we're a budget traveler.
Exactly.
So
we can't always like afford to have him with us for time and for money.
We get questions asked about who watches him, and we have plenty of neighbors and friends.
They're always willing to watch Mango. He's such a sweetheart, and most of the time people are like, yes, please. And then you usually have dogs. So it works out to be like a good little playmate situation usually. And Mango's super friendly, so that works out for us. But getting ate up.
I know, these mosquitoes are crazy, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess that'll wrap up our video today. We've been wanting to make this video for a while.
Long time,
We are trying to incorporate Mango into more videos, so hopefully you're enjoying that.
If you guys want to see maybe just an all dog vlog, like of just Mango's like day in the life, let us know. We'd be really happy to make like a cute little short Mango day in the life.
We need a little like collar POV for the GoPro.
Or like a 360 or something.
Put it so we can get him running around, and his point of view would be hilarious.
But if you guys are interested in seeing a Mango vlog or a dog vlog, let us know. That would be a fun adventure for us.
It'd be so much fun.
Other than that, we want to do a quick thank you to all our Patreon and YouTube members.
Yes, thank you so much.
We literally couldn't feed Mango without you, so he's obviously super grateful.
He is right here. If we keep looking down because
he's sleeping at our feet right now. Because he's exhausted. But thank you to all of our YouTube and Patreon members. We appreciate you so much. And to everybody else who is watching, we also couldn't do it without you. Thank you for all you do for us. And again, leave any questions in the comments. Share this with someone who you think might enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.
Nice.
I'm getting ate up. He looks so sleepy.
Sleepy boy.
He looks at you with so much love.